The story started when I got the manuscript one rainy night in Soho.
There's no question, it's a publishing phenomenon. Some of the people here have been queuing for 18 hours.
For the few of you who don't already know, Harry Potter is the central character in a series of books by author J.K. Rowling.
So far, it's sort of turned things upside down.
Anything you couldn't explain? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Today I want to talk about
Harry Potter!
Wingardium Leviosa. Before the massive entertainment of the Harry Potter movies came the books, of course. While published in 1997, the word spread quickly of a book filled with a magical world, creatures, and adventure that would hook you and the mass population. The series grew rapidly, gaining massive attention as the third book was released, Prisoner of Azkaban, which is crazy, to become a world phenomenon initially. Everything was spread by word, and nowadays, things come and go within a week. If you grew up in the 90s, you would remember seeing this glorious book at the Scholastic Book Fair right next to Ripley's Believe It or Not, How to Be a Spy book, and Game Cheat Codes. This is where Harry Potter found its initial success. Then, word spread like wildfire in the US. The release of The Azkaban was peak of its critical success in the United States. The books were released at the right place at the right time, and the competition was pretty much non-existent. You have to remember, you had Falling Up, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and the Bernstein Bears. It's Bernstein, not Bernstein. The government's doing that to you. The Mandela effect? It's just the government fucking with you. Turn it on. Oh! The Harry Potter books were a one-of-a-kind treat that every age wanted to read. It was a trend. A trend released 6 more books that would transform into a massive monster of a media entertainment. By the third book, the casting of Sorcerer's Stone began, resulting in finding the trio of Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Stone. They became instant stars at the age of 11 years old. Harry Potter has been a family movie ever since its release of Sorcerer's Stone on November 21st, 19... Fuck you, that's not the right date. November 16th, 2001. Wait a minute, Sorcerer's Stone? But the first book is called Philosopher's Stone. Apparently it's called Sorcerer's Stone only in the United States because the publisher Scholastic feared that American children would find philosopher too academic and uninteresting and missing the magical theme. I always thought it was changed because America at the time was a very God-fearing Christian nation.
Jesus loves me!
No, I don't, bitch.
And thought Philosopher's Stone was a stone made by the devil.
The devil went to Jamaica.
You know that stone that could transform metal into gold or silver? The stone that could produce the elixir of life? The stone that requires 1,000,000 souls to become a perfect stone. So you can become one of the greatest alchemists and fight God?
I have the power of God!
Yeah. That Philosopher's Stone. But no! They just thought Americans were stupid. Yep. That sounds right. They pretty much did that with Pokemon. I remember that being a big thing, that a bunch of parents were against Pokemon because Pokemon evolve. And they don't believe in evolution because it's fake, but it's made by the devil. How can evolution be fake, but also be made by the devil? Choose your lane, Barbara. The movie started to release as the third book wrapped up. The books continued on, and this is where I lost all my attention with the books. Because why read them when I can just watch them? I can just wait and watch for them. I'm not actually a great Harry Potter fan, but I sure am a big fan of the first 3, and maybe the 4th. Maybe the 4th one sometimes. Once the fun wizard shit stopped.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Hey! Oh my God!
And we had to deal with, oh, what are we gonna do? Who am I gonna take for prom? Who am I gonna poop on my pet for? That's where I stopped. I do appreciate a good tournament arc, but after Goblet of Fire, I lost almost all my attention towards the movie series. J.K. Rowling did a good idea of growing up quotations with her audience. She knew the youth is where everything becomes popular. From the books, it's a lot harder to put an entire world into a 2-hour film. Like, look over here. They forgot to put in everyone's favorite character, Peeves, the ghost, who throws books and bricks at people's heads. Or Winky, a dismissed house elf that becomes an alcoholic who is found in the closet fighting a rope around his neck, if you know what I mean. Now let's take a look at HBO Max's Harry Potter series,
There is nothing special.
where they actually name it the Philosopher's Stone. Because Scholastic's not in charge anymore, so at least HBO doesn't think we're idiots, right? The thing that really stood out to me in this trailer... No, it's not because Snape is black, you racist bastards. Papa Isedu, he's gonna do great. Just look up his acting. Just do it. And everyone acting in this series is gonna do great. The only reason you're not gonna like this series is because HBO. And the whole entire trailer feels too safe. But the thing that really stood out to me was there's no magic in this trailer whatsoever. Maybe like with Snape for a half second he's on screen, but the trailer doesn't feel magical, you know? And you know HBO only knows how to do one thing, which is make something look cool, but they can't do it even here. And when I say that trailer doesn't have magic, take a listen to this. Now, take a listen to this.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Keep an eye on the staircases. They like to change.
New celebrity.
First years should note that the Dark Forest is strictly to suffer a most painful death.
That we can expect great things from you.
You had it right there. You had it right in front of you, dude. You had the iconic song that everybody knows and everybody can sing. But instead you like copy paste on a epic hero to this trailer. They use this hero music like for every trailer. Like right here. Like just listen to all these trailers.
I placed my hand upon the Iron Throne. Our hearts remain as one. It's this way.
Your head.
Show love. What he meant.
Also, the color seems so muted. Is it me? Is it me? No, it's not me. This like superhero lighting where everything has to be, there has to be like super harsh shadows and the saturation is taken down so everything is almost gray. Again over here with the original, you'll see that in the later series where everything is harsh shadows and super epic. But the lighting in the original, and I'm talking about 1 and 2. The lighting in there, they're not afraid to be a bit whimsical with everything. They aren't afraid to show it, and that's what it feels like. They're trying to make the world feel real, so you gotta make the lighting real first. Yeah, I get it. They made the later movies Michael Bay-esque. Once my baby fun wizard times were over, and time for battling No-Nose Freak because he put a piece of himself in that boy. Ugh. I don't think I like Harry Potter anymore.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts is now even more magical. In a world where children are wizards, and the greatest wizards teach them.